I will now start with the first sections. That is the section related to digital health. What is new? In this session, you will see there are 5 speakers. Myself, I will make a speech about digital health vision toward 2030, in which I will try to set in the scene. Then there will be Sanjay Kumar that will speak about what is happening in the industry. He will provide a global overview. Particularly, the focus will be on the geospatial industries. Ray Perrault, that unfortunately cannot attend in presence, but prepared a nice video, will explain how it's difficult to monitor the technology, in particular to monitor what the development and progress on artificial intelligence. Stefano Nativi and Richard Simpson will speak about how the technology are changing the original vision of digital health. In particular, Stefano will speak about the convergence of the virtual and physical space, digital twin and IoT 2.0 partners. And Richard will continue on the same line, explaining as a digital health as the ultimate digital twin. Again, I remind you that the bio of our speaker are available on the website. So let me start with my presentation. Sorry. So let me start with the origin of digital health concept. I already mentioned before. In his speech, he talked about the multi-resolution, 3-dimensional representation of the planet, into which we can embed a vast quantity of georeferenced data, navigating through both space and time, to give natural, cultural, economic, and social information about the planet, virtual reality installation in museums, improved access to public domain data, and a digital marketplace for companies selling a vast array of commercial imagery and value-added information services. So these were all the elements of the visions. If you think about the situation in '98, you can think about science fiction, because at the time that the vision was announced, it seems almost impossible to achieve, given the requirement implied about the power of computer processing, the broadband internet interoperability system, and data organization, storage, and retrieval. Just to make an example, it was needed 100 years to download a 1-meter resolution of the Earth to the broad network. But from '92 to today, there is a declining cost in bandwidth drive, storage, and computing. Just think about how much it cost a gigabyte in '92 and how much it costs now. You have gigabyte, everybody of us has a gigabyte in his family, and at the time it was not possible. And then you have also the evolution of the network, and not only the broadband network, but also the possibility to connect through using a mobile phone, moving from 1G to 5G. Anyway, the digital health vision has been implemented, yes, partially yes, in particular by the industry that played a leading role. And we have the example of Google Earth that, in a way, implementing the 3D visualization of 1-meter resolution, even more in some cases, of every place in our planet. But some elements of the vision still need to be captured. And one example is the fact that, according to the original speech, it spoke about a collaboratory laboratory without walls for research scientists seeking to understand the complex interaction between humanity and our environment. And since then, we have observed a new phenomena, like information produced by citizens, creating new data collection, the example of the OpenStreetMap, or even information of citizens like Twitter that use to map forest fires, or citizens active in reporting illegal logging and clearing files. and we publish an article on the International Journal of Digital Health called Digital Health from Vision to Practice, Making Sense of Citizen-Generated Content. At the same time, we were reflecting about if the vision was appropriate for a planet that is not static. So we are not looking for something that is not moving. Our planet is full of events that are happening, and then we need to be sure that we can manage all these events to make also our digital air more self-aware. And so the idea was to extend the digital air vision to a digital air nervous systems that is allowing you to provide the decision maker with improved alerting mechanism when you have information collected by sensor or you have information that is real-time information collection and processing. But Al Gore say also that they are part of taking advantage of the fluid object spatial information will be of making sense of it. So the turning raw data into understandable information. So from data to information, from information to knowledge, and as at the end, the possibility to evaluate the knowledge and to take the right decision. We are still not yet there. We are focusing mainly on data, information, we make some progress in knowledge, but we are still far to be sure that digital health is used properly for decision. So what? In 2010, digital health vision was mainly to have a full picture of the planet, like in the anatomy, you have a full understanding of your body. In 2020, through the introduction of the sensor capacity, the more active real-time information, we moved to a concept in which we can monitor our baby, our planet, not only by a profound knowledge about the body, but also with instrument that is allowing to measure what is happening. Where we want to be in 2030, we want to take care of our planet, taking the right choice. So we have to move from monitoring and understanding what is happening in deciding what is the best for our baby, our planet. And this is why we are now interested to move to the concept of digital twin. A digital twin is a virtual representation of physical object, a system across its life cycle, and use real-time data and other sources to enable learning, reasoning, and recalibrating for improved decision making. So this changes also the way in which IoT, artificial intelligence, analytics is used. But we have also to admit we have some failure in digital health. And I want just to mention one, the pandemic simulation. This slide is a snapshot of a pandemic video game simulation that was run in 2019, in which you can see all the actors that should be work together, like the medic, the scientists, the researchers, and the fact that these actors have to work together in international way. So you don't see an approach like what we are unfortunately observing today of each country try to find its solutions and people fighting and not enough dialogue between the different typologies of actors. So what is our weakness today in coronavirus? That we are lacking synergies between the countries. Every country is deciding measure without working really together. And if we work together, we will be strong. So the concept is how we can make digital health as a platform in which we can allow people really to work together, as originally was foreseen by Al Gore as a collaborative space in which scientists can work together. It's not a matter of technology. The technology is ready. You can see in the video game technology, millions of people playing all together simultaneously, putting information about itself, moving about itself. So it's not a matter of technologies. It's something that needs to be really addressed by our government. So I will conclude my short speech about analyzing Digital Health Vision 2020. So what we published in our two articles that I already mentioned before, that you can see in the slide on the bottom as references. We say in Digital Health Vision 2020, we say not one digital health, but multiple connected global infrastructures addressing the need of different audiences, citizen community, policymakers, scientists, and educationalists, allowing search through time and space, asking questions about change to find similar analogous situation of anomalies with real-time data from sensors and people, enabling access to data information service and model as well as scenario and forecast, from simple queries to complex analysis across environmental and social domains, and based on open access and participation across multiple technological platforms and media, and fun to use. Today, we are just at the beginning of defining the vision for 2030, but we can already say something where there is not a single definition of digital health. Digital health is an evolving concept that needs to adapt to social and technological challenges. Digital health twin seems a major step to support better decision making and rapid and appropriate intervention. And mastering technologies, understanding social changes, addressing societal challenges should be the reason that of digital research community. And then a closer engagement of industry, including the video game industry, and closer collaboration across government are crucial to achieve the visions. The advance in science will be relevant if and only if we can demonstrate the value for the main challenges that our society faces now and in the future to safeguard our planet and the people that live, and still fun to use. Thank you for your attention, and remember, breaking the barriers will be the way to achieve the visions.